Are you still running ads on Facebook? Well, maybe you've noticed the incremental increase in ad spend across the Meta platform. So what does this mean? Well, it might be time to shift your attention and ad spend over to the 1.5 billion users and potential customers on TikTok. With TikTok for Business, you can simply create vertical format video ads to capture leads, drive sales, build your audience, and much more. And today, I'm going to share from A to Z and updated for 2024 the process of creating, targeting, designing, and launching your TikTok ads to grow your business in 2024. Okay, so just quickly before we go ahead and launch into TikTok ads, consider subscribing if you haven't done so already or if you're new to this channel, and that way you'll stay updated with actionable videos and tutorials designed to equip you with the skills, knowledge, and tools to help your small business crush it online. And with that happy note, let's go ahead and create your first TikTok ads campaign. Okay, so the first thing that we want to do is create a TikTok for Business account, and that's going to take us to our TikTok Ads Manager. Now, if you currently do not have a TikTok for Business account, simply head over to TikTok for Business or click on the link in the description below this video, and that's going to take you here. Now, I have an arrangement with TikTok for Business, meaning if you click on the link down below, you'll get access to free ad spend credit within the first 30 days of creating your account. For example, if you spend $100, you'll get $100 in credit. If you spend $500 on your ads, you'll get $500 in credit, and the same down here. If you spend $1,500, you'll get $1,500 in credit. So make sure you take advantage of this offer if it's your first time creating a TikTok for Business account. Then simply navigate down and add your email or use a phone number, then add your password, come down and click here to accept terms of service, and make sure you have a quick look at the TikTok Business privacy policy. Then come down and click on continue or sign up with your TikTok account. Now, because I already have a TikTok for Business account already set up for the purpose of today's tutorial, what you want to do is take the time to navigate through the process of setting up your TikTok for Business account. Okay, so once you've taken the time to set up your TikTok for Business account, you'll be taken inside your TikTok Ads Manager. And if this is your first time advertising on TikTok, then most likely you currently do not have a pixel installed on your website. And this is the first thing that we want to do. We want to install the TikTok pixel into our website. For example, if you have a Shopify store, you can simply integrate the TikTok pixel into your Shopify store in just a few clicks. And this allows you to measure and track important events happening on your website. Not only this, but the TikTok pixel is going to allow you to further optimize your ad campaigns. Essentially, when you start running TikTok ads, the TikTok pixel is going to start gathering data that you can use to optimize your ads. Now, depending on the type of website or website builder that you use, the process for installing the TikTok pixel is slightly different. However, I have a tutorial which I'll link down below and up above, which will guide you through the process of installing the TikTok pixel onto your Shopify store. If you're using a different website builder, then there are many other tutorials that you can watch to install the TikTok pixel onto your website. And once you've done that, we can launch into the Ads Manager and start creating our TikTok campaign. So to do that, let's navigate up to Campaign and then navigate down to Create under Campaign. And we want to have full control over our ads. So what we're going to do is go ahead and click on Custom Mode. And the first thing that we want to do is select an advertising objective. Do you want to build brand awareness by reaching more people across TikTok? Or do you want to drive traffic from TikTok to a specific destination? This could be your website or an app. We can also set up our campaign to drive views, or we can build a campaign to grow our account. We can also promote an app, we can drive leads, and you can either build a lead generation form inside TikTok or you can use your own on your website. Again, this is a great option if you want to capture more leads. Then we have website conversions. This is if you sell a product and you want to drive product sales, then this is the objective that you want to select. Then we also have product sales, sell products from your TikTok shop, website, or app. And this is ideal if you already have a TikTok shop set up on your TikTok account. However, for the purpose of today's tutorial, we're going to focus on website conversions, and we want to drive sales by driving traffic from our TikTok ads to our website with the objective to convert those website visitors. And this is one of the most common objectives because we can choose a specific action. It could be viewing a specific page or another specific event that you want to measure as a conversion. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and click on website conversion. Then we have campaign type, and this is where we can turn on Smart Performance Campaign. And this is an automated campaign type that you can test later on down the track. However, if this is your first time creating a TikTok ad, then what we want to do is manually set up our ad and have more control over the management of our ad. Okay, so let's come down to settings and name our campaign. I'm going to call this Shopify CRM Conversions, because for the purpose of today's TikTok ads tutorial, I want to sell a product called Shopify CRM. This is a product that I sell on my Shopify store. Then down here we have create split test. And this is an advanced strategy which we're not going to cover in this tutorial. Then if we come down, we have campaign budget optimization. What we want to do is turn this on. And what TikTok is going to do is automatically optimize your budget allocation across your different ad groups within your campaign. For example, let's say that you have two ad groups within your campaign. You've got ad group A and ad group B, and they both target slightly different audiences. And what TikTok is going to do is automatically optimize your budget across these different ad groups. If ad group A is performing better than ad group B, then more of your daily budget will be allocated towards ad group A. And we'll talk more about this shortly. Now, it's important to understand the structure of your campaign. So at the top level, you have your campaign, and within your campaign, you have your different ad groups. And your different ad groups are essentially the different audiences that you're targeting. Then within each of your ad groups, you have your ad. This is your creative. And you can create and test different types of ad creatives within your ad groups. And what we want to do is work our way down from the campaign level through to the ad group level and then the ad creative level. Okay, next what we're going to do is navigate down to budget. And because this is an Indonesian account, what we're going to do is add our budget in IDR. However, depending on the location that you're in, you'll see a different currency. What we want to do is test a minimum daily budget of $50. So for me, that's 500,000 rupiah. Then navigate over to continue. Next, that's going to take us to the ad group level. What we want to do is add our first ad group name. And for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to identify this ad group as Shopify CRM ad group A. Then navigate down to optimization location. Here we want to select website because we want to drive conversions on our website. Then come down to TikTok pixel. Here we want to select the pixel that we created in an earlier tutorial that I mentioned at the beginning of this tutorial and that I linked down below in the description. And this is the pixel that's installed on my Shopify CRM Shopify store. Then navigate down to optimization event. Remember, we want to drive sales, so I'm going to go ahead and click here and then click on complete payment. So we want to optimize this ad group for conversions, meaning the payment is completed. Then what we want to do is navigate down to placements. What we're going to do is click on select placement and then untick these options down here. We just want to focus on TikTok and display our ad across the TikTok platform. Then navigate down the page to audience targeting. This is where we can identify the specific audience that we want to target within this ad group. So for example, with this ad group, I'm just going to go ahead and target Singapore. And I recommend selecting one demographic per ad group. That way you can identify which ad group is performing best. Okay, so once you've selected the country that you want to target, navigate down to gender. I'm going to keep all selected because my product is used by all genders. Then select an age group. I'm going to go ahead and select 25 to 34 for this ad group. And after this, the next ad group that I want to create would be 35 to 44. So with each of my ad groups, I only want to make one change per ad group. And that way I can identify what's working and what's not working. Then let's navigate down to languages and select English, because my ad has captions and the captions are in English. Then I'm going to navigate over to high spending power, or if you like, you can select all. Now you can also keep an eye on your available audience. You can see if your targeting is broad, balanced, or narrow. At the moment, my targeting is balanced. And then you can see a summary of your targeting down here. Okay, so let's navigate down to audience. Here we want to skip include, exclude, and we want to focus on interests and behavior. So I'm going to click here and then type in business. And with this ad group, I just want to select one interest and behavior, and that is business and productivity. Then click outside of this. If you like, you can add multiple interests. However, it's best practice to keep your ad group specific and to only make 1 or 2 changes between your different ad groups. Again, the reason is so you can identify what is working and what is not working. So in another ad group, what I would do is keep all of these settings the same, except I would change the interest to something else and test a different interest. Next, what we want to do is navigate down to device. Here you can select an operating system. This is if your product or your users only use a specific operating system. I'm going to keep all selected for now. You can also select the OS versions as well as the device model, and then the connection type in terms of Wi-Fi down here. I'm happy with all. And in the carriers, if I click here, you can choose a specific carrier if you like, if this is relevant to your audience, and then internet service providers. Okay, so I'm happy with my audience. Now what I'm going to do is go ahead and click on Save New Audience. And I'm going to call this Business and Productivity. This is because with the next ad group that I want to create, I'm going to change the interest and behaviors to something else. Okay, so I'm going to navigate down and click on Save. Then if we navigate down the page, here we can set a schedule for our campaign, set start time to run ad group continuously. Now, if it's your first time running ads, it's probably best to add an end time. And if you forget to turn off your ads like I've done in the past for 1, 2, or 3 weeks, then your ad spend is going to stack up and you might find that you've completely blown your budget. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click here and then select the end time, which is going to be 1 week from today, and then OK. Here you can add specific times of the day if you like, but we're going to leave that as all day for now. And what we're going to do is keep the bidding and optimization as it is. Our optimization goal is conversion. The bid strategy is maximum delivery. So we want to maximize the number of results, which is conversions. And then we have the attribution settings. I'm happy with this. Okay, so let's go ahead and click on next. And this is the third level of our campaign structure. This is where we want to create our ad. So if we navigate up here, what we want to do is add our creative name, our ad name. And I'm going to call this Shopify CRM Demo with Captions. Then navigate down and make sure your identity is correct. You can also create a custom identity if you like. However, my brand is Stewart Gauld, so I want this ad to be coming from Stewart Gauld. Then navigate down to Ad Details. And this is where we want to upload our ad creative. Now, what's been working for us and other advertisers across TikTok and Facebook is ad creatives that look like any other video on TikTok, meaning that your video has been filmed with a phone camera so that it looks like a natural video and not a video ad. For example, I'm going to navigate down and upload my video ad. If you've already created a video ad, go ahead and click on Upload and locate your video creative. I can also navigate up here and change the name of this video. I'm happy with this. I'm going to come down and click on Upload. Give the TikTok Ads Manager a moment to upload your video. And just like that, you can see my video has been uploaded. Now you can see that this video has been created using my phone. It's a natural video. It doesn't look like it's an ad. And what I'm doing is I'm talking about the benefits of my product. And as you can see, this ad has a caption down here. Now, depending on the type of business that you run, you want your video to be exciting and have some kind of hook. You also want to solve the problems that your customers have, your audience has, and think about how you can turn your ad into a story. Then you want to make sure to add a CTA, call to action. This could be offering a 10% discount or some kind of discount or free trial to entice the viewer to click on your ad and convert on your website. So again, you want to make your video not look like an ad, but you also want your ad to be interesting and to capture the intention of your viewers so they stop scrolling and they watch your ad. And again, anyone can create a video ad using their phone. Now, a video editing tool that I use to create my video ads and other video content is called Invideo. And I created this video with Invideo. It only took me a few minutes to film the video and then to add captions and even a voiceover. Invideo allows you to simply upload your video from your phone and then simply make edits or add elements to your video before downloading it and using it across your different platforms. Now, if you're interested in learning how to create effective video ads using Invideo, then what I'll do is add a beginner's tutorial up above and down below in the description, which will dive deeper into Invideo and how you can use this platform to simply create video ads and other video content for your brand. Alternatively, what you can do is use the free TikTok video editor to edit your creatives. You can also navigate down and add a thumbnail. Now, because I want this video to be natural and to flow with the rest of the videos on TikTok, I do not want to add a thumbnail. A thumbnail makes my ad look too much like an ad. Then come down and add some text. You want to keep this short and sharp so it's not taking up too much of your video ad. And I'm happy with this text, then I'm going to navigate down to call to action. Click on customize call to action text and then click on edit and then click on standard. Here you can change this if you like. For example, learn more, download, shop now, and these other call to actions down here. Now this is if you want to choose your own call to action, or you can keep dynamic selected, and TikTok will automatically show different call to action text to different users to maximize performance. I recommend keeping dynamic selected for now, then come down, and here we have the option to add interactive add-ons to our video. Simply come down to create, and you can see the type of add-ons here. So if we come down, these are different stickers. For example, we've got a discount code here, and then we've got this download timer up here. Okay, so I'm going to close this for now. However, you can test these add-ons if you like. Then come down to website URL, and because we want to send traffic from TikTok to our product page, in order for us to drive conversions, we want to add the URL of our product page. And here we are on our Shopify product page. What I'm going to do is copy this URL and then head back to TikTok for Business. Then paste in that URL down here. Now to make sure that's the correct URL, go ahead and preview that product page before continuing. Now if we have a look at our ad, you can see what it looks like in search results. If I click on this drop down, I can click on in feed and see what our video looks like in feed. So when someone's scrolling on TikTok. Now the text down here is taken over my caption, so what I might want to do is change the caption, make it smaller, or add that caption somewhere else on this ad. This is something you want to play around with. Then navigate down to tracking. Here you want to make sure that you have the TikTok pixel added in here, and then leave everything else as it is. Then what we can do is navigate over here and click on add, and then navigate up here, and we can add a variation of this ad. So what I'm going to do is actually delete this, and then click on copy, and that's going to add the second ad creative. Then what I want to do is just change the text here to something else. And as you can see, I've changed the text, and I'm going to keep everything else the same. Again, what I can do is navigate over here, duplicate this ad, and then navigate back up here and make another change. This time what I could do is add an interactive add-on. So I want to make one change between each of my different ads. That way I can see which ad is performing best within this ad group. For now, I'm just going to navigate up to text and change the text to best email marketing and task management toolkit. So you want to have at least 3 ad variations per ad group. Okay, now what we're going to do is navigate down the page and then click on submit. And as you can see, congratulations, your ad is now in review. Now you might be asked to add your payment details if you haven't done so already. Then what we want to do is navigate over to ad group and then come down to this ad group here and then click on copy. And what we're going to do is navigate down to this name, ad group name, and change this to Shopify CRM ad group and change this to B. So this is our second ad group. And we want to add this new ad group to an existing campaign, this campaign that we just created. Then come down and click on copy. And that's going to allow us to customize the Shopify CRM ad group B. This is our second ad group. Now what we want to do is navigate down the page. Everything is the same as our ad group 1. However, this time what I want to do is I can either change the age, and remember we just want to make small micro changes. But this time I'm just going to come down and remove this interest and add a different interest. And this time I'm going to select business and economy and then click out of here. And let's go ahead and save this new audience and go ahead and name your new audience. Then click on save. Okay, so that's the only change that I want to make with this ad group. Then I'm going to navigate down the page and click on continue to ads. And as you can see, I have my 3 ad creatives. I'm not going to make any changes to any of these ads. I'm just going to come down and click on publish. And congratulations, just like that, your ad creative will now be in review. Okay, so let's quickly understand our campaign that we just created. As you can see, we have one campaign that we created, Shopify CRM conversions. Then if we click on ad group, we have 2 ad groups. We've got Shopify CRM ad group B and ad group A. And remember, ad group A is targeting the specific demographic that we set up and those that are interested in business and productivity. Whereas ad group B is exactly the same, except we're targeting people that are interested in business and economy. So that's the one change that we made between these ad groups. Then if we navigate over to ads, you'll see that we have 6 ads. As you can see, we have 3 ad creatives inside ad group B, and then we have 3 ad creatives inside group A, ad group A. So I hope that makes sense. Essentially what we're doing is we're testing small changes across our campaign, and that's going to allow us to identify which ad group is performing best. And within each ad group, we'll be able to see which ad creative is performing best based on the small changes that we made between each ad creative. And that's essentially what you want to do. You want to optimize your campaign by testing different interests, different demographics, and that's essentially what you want to do to drive more performance with your ad campaign. You want to test your campaigns at the ad group level as well as at the ad level by creating small variations between your ads and ad groups. However, that is it for our beginners TikTok ads tutorial for beginners. If you're interested in an in-depth TikTok ads optimization guide and how you can continually improve the performance of your campaigns, then let me know down below in the comments and I'll create a video for those that want to dive into the more advanced stuff. However, that is everything you need to know to launch your first TikTok ads campaign. And there we have it, guys. That is it for this TikTok ads tutorial. Now, if you have any questions about this process, make sure to pop them down below. And with that said, thank you so much for watching this video all the way through to the end. If you got value, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. And that way I'll see you in the next video. Take care, everyone.